Whispers in the Moonlight. Characters. B.A., a reserved high school senior, struggling with her identity and feelings for her best friend, Kiki. She has curly dark hair and a penchant for overthinking every decision. Kiki, B.A.'s adventurous, carefree best friend, with a rebellious streak and vibrant purple-streaked blonde hair. She embraces life with enthusiasm and has an obsession with the supernatural. Lucia, a charismatic and mysterious fortune teller who runs a small tent on Main Street. Her knowledge of tarot and her mystical aura intrigue B.A., but her intentions remain ambiguous. Gwen, Kiki's mother, a caring and supportive figure who encourages Kiki's interests, but is oblivious to the deeper feelings between B.A. and Kiki. The chill of autumn seeped into the air as B.A. huddled under her oversized sweater, the scent of lingering leaves filling the tent. The flickering candlelight danced, casting shadows on the worn fabric around her. Kiki's excited chatter filled the space, juxtaposed with the heavy aura of the unexplained. "Are you ready, B.A.?" Kiki's eyes sparkled with mischief, her purple bangs framing her flushed cheeks. B.A. merely nodded, a mix of excitement and trepidation knotting her stomach. "They really do say this place is haunted," Kiki teased, nudging her playfully. B.A. felt a warmth wash over her, not just from Kiki's touch but from the looming presence of something greater. Lucia, the fortune teller, entered the tent, her voice smooth like velvet. "Welcome, my darlings. I can sense your energies clashing. You've come for answers." With a gentle wave of her hand, she gestured for them to sit. B.A. couldn't help but admire the twinkling jewels and provocative piercings that adorned Lucia's face as she shuffled the tarot cards expertly. "Your past," Lucia began, her voice dipping to a soft whisper. The atmosphere thickened as the cards revealed fragments of their lives entwined in a tapestry of friendship and desire. "The lovers," Lucia called, flipping a card adorned with two figures entwined, their features blurred yet familiar. B.A.'s heart raced, a pang of recognition surged through her. This card speaks of connection, of choice, and of passions unspoken. Kiki leaned closer, her breath warm against B.A.'s ear. "What does it mean?" she whispered. B.A. couldn't articulate her thoughts, her mind racing to decipher what lay beneath Kiki's playful demeanor. "Maybe I'm just overthinking," B.A. began, but Lucia cut her off, flipping the next card which revealed a brilliant sun, bright and foreboding all at once. "Often, clarity comes with discomfort," Lucia stated with a knowing gaze. "You both have choices to make. The light shines on secrets hidden in shadows." "What secrets?" Kiki probed, her curiosity piqued as her fingers brushed against B.A.'s, igniting a spark between them. "It's time to explore the possibilities. I can guide you, if you dare dive deeper," Lucia urged with an enigmatic smile, yet her gaze hinted at a challenge. The atmosphere shifted as Kiki's laughter echoed, full of daring. "Come on, B.A. Let's dare each other to uncover our truths." Her eyes danced with intent, but there was more than just mischief in them. "Do you really want to?" B.A.'s voice emerged small, apprehensive, yet filled with unspoken longing. The moment stretched, tense and electric. "Yes. What's the worst that can happen?" Kiki exclaimed, leaning in, their faces inches apart, intoxicatingly close. Her breath mingled with the damp air, inviting and warm. B.A.'s heart raced beneath the scrutiny of Kiki's gaze. With newfound resolve, B.A. nodded. What was the point of holding back? They were in this together, whatever this was. Lucia's hands moved swiftly, laying a third card that showcased a shimmering moon. The moon speaks of intuition, dreams, and the unknown. "Let's take it outside," Kiki suggested, the thrill of adventure lighting her features. As they exited the tent, the night wrapped around them like a cocoon. The stars sparkled above, but it was nothing compared to the flickering energy between them. "Do you feel that?" B.A. asked, taking a step closer to Kiki. Feel what? Kiki replied, teasing as she stroked the surface of the Ouija board, her eyes glinting with playfulness. This electricity, BA murmured, her heart pounding as she took a chance, bridging the gap between them. She brushed her fingers against Kiki's arm, a hesitating gesture that held more weight than expected. As they spread out the Ouija board, Kiki grinned. We'll ask questions and see what answers we get, she stated, her adventurous spirit urging BA on. What if the answers lead us somewhere we're not ready for? BA cautioned. Then we'll face them together, Kiki replied, her sincerity grounding BA. With the moon shining brightly, Kiki positioned her hands over the planchette, urging BA to join her. Nervous yet exhilarated, BA placed her fingers atop Kiki's, their skin tingling at the touch. Are there spirits in our midst? Kiki announced playfully, what message do you bring? An ominous gust of wind rustled the leaves around them as the planchette glided forward, spelling out a single word, truth. The atmosphere shifted. Kiki's smile faltered slightly, the weight of the word heavy and profound. What is it trying to tell us? She pondered, searching BA's face. I think it's, BA started, feeling boldness surging within. It's about us. About how? Her voice trailed off as she looked directly into Kiki's vibrant eyes filled with a mixture of encouragement and fear. About how we've been avoiding the truth, Kiki finished for her, the tension between them palpable. About how we feel. The truth hung in the air, electric. The distance of air between them shrank until there was nothing left. Kiki, Whatever else she meant to say disappeared in a flurry of warmth as Kiki leaned in, closing the space between them. Their lips met in a soft collision of exploration, an uncharted territory. BA melted against Kiki, her insecurities dissolving into the cool night air. The kiss was tentative yet filled with promise, a revelation that felt as natural as the moonlight above. I wanted to kiss you, Kiki confessed breathlessly, pulling back slightly to search BA's face. Me too, BA admitted, a giddy happiness blooming in her chest. I was so scared. Us too, Kiki smiled, sneaking her fingers intertwining with BA's. But maybe the truth isn't so frightening after all. Just then, Lucia appeared at the edge of the clearing, her expression unreadable but her eyes bright with mischief. Is it time to reveal your next adventure? Kiki smirked, her fingers squeezing BA's. Bring it on. As the moon bathed them in its silvery glow, the air around them surged with possibility, whispering secrets yet to unfold, dreams waiting to be realized. Together, they stood united against whatever would come next, daring the universe to reveal itself under the veil of the night. Continue the story. Title, Whispers in the Moonlight, continued. Kiki's laughter echoed like a silver bell in the crisp night air as she turned to Lucia, her vibrant spirit illuminating the darkened clearing. What do you have for us, Lucia? The fortune teller stepped forward, her ethereal presence weaving an almost tangible web of magic around them. The moon reveals more than just secrets, it can illuminate paths you didn't know existed. Are you prepared to embrace what comes next? Yes. Kiki exclaimed, her eyes shining with excitement. BA felt a thrill of anticipation coursing through her veins, bolstered by Kiki's infectious enthusiasm. Then let's take a journey, Lucia declared, gesturing for them to follow. The trio moved deeper into the woods, the moonlight filtering through the treetops, casting shadows that danced like spirits. BA's heart raced. Was this the adventure Kiki had been looking for? Or was it something far more profound? As they ventured further, the air grew thicker with anticipation. They arrived at a small clearing adorned with wildflowers swaying softly in the breeze. A deep blue mist enveloped the flowers, shimmering with a life of its own. What is this place? BA asked, mesmerized by the beauty surrounding them. Lucia smiled knowingly. This is a sanctuary for those seeking clarity. The moon grants visions, if you're willing to listen. Her fingers delicately traced the edges of the mist, invoking a sparkle that illuminated the entire clearing. Kiki stepped forward, her spirit ablaze with curiosity. "What do we do?" "Sit," Lucia instructed. "Focus on your questions. Be open to what you see, what you feel. The answers may surprise you." Ba and Kiki shared a glance charged with unspoken words. This was a chance to explore their feelings, to confront the truth that danced between them. Kiki slid her fingers into Ba's, anchoring her in the moment, grounding the impending weight of uncertainty. They settled on the cool earth, legs crossed, hands entwined. Ba closed her eyes, taking a deep breath filled with the scent of wildflowers and the magic in the air. She tuned out the sounds of the forest, concentrating on the steady rhythm of her heartbeat. "Do you see anything?" Kiki whispered, her voice a soft caress against Ba's consciousness. "I think I feel something," Ba replied, feeling a soft glow pulse in her chest. "But it's hard to describe. It's like a tugging, almost like a thread pulling me towards something." "Me too," Kiki exclaimed, her enthusiasm bubbling over. "It feels sweet, like honey, but also like a challenge. It's pulling me in every direction." Lucia observed them, a satisfied smile playing on her lips. "That is the energy of your truth. Embrace it. It will guide you if you listen closely." As they absorbed Lucia's words, the mist around them began to stir, swirling upward to form vibrant shapes and colors. Ba gasped and opened her eyes, the world transforming into a dreamscape. Shapes morphed, and vivid images flickered before her, each more enchanting than the last. A vision materialized, a sprawling landscape filled with grandeur, a city alive with vibrant colors, music, and laughter. Colors flowed like rivers, and the air hummed with excitement. Ba could feel the warmth radiating from it, a place where fear seemed to dissolve and dreams blended seamlessly with reality. "What do you see?" Kiki asked, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's beautiful," Ba murmured, the imagery enthralling her senses. "It's like freedom. A world where we can be who we are without fear." Her heart raced, and she turned to Kiki, discovering a similar spark igniting in Kiki's eyes. "Let's go," Kiki declared, her adventurous spirit igniting. "Let's find that place. Live that freedom." Encouraged by Kiki's words, Ba felt empowerment swell within her. "I don't know how, but if we face this together, I think we can." As they held hands tighter, the vision began to evolve, revealing glimpses of their dreams, aspirations, and the love that shimmered between them. She saw herself studying art, expressing herself boldly, unchained by the confines of societal expectations. Kiki stood beside her, fearlessly venturing into the heart of the city, her laughter echoing through the streets. But then shadows flickered through the images, a hint of darkness that threatened their dreams. The visions twisted, showing Ba and Kiki standing at the precipice of decisions, facing doubt and judgment. Suddenly, the scene shifted violently, and Lucia's voice echoed through the confusion. "Your journey will not be without strife. Faced with choices, will you remain true to yourselves?" The darkness engulfed the dreamscape, swirling chaotically, threatening to separate them. Ba gripped Kiki's hand tighter, their fingers entwined like lifelines. "We'll make it through," she shouted, fear bubbling within her yet strengthening her determination. "Kiki, I believe in us," Ba declared, her voice cutting through the shadows. Kiki's eyes shone fiercely, the light of her spirit shining defiantly against the impending darkness, illuminating their path. "Together," Kiki echoed, her resolve intertwining with Ba's. With a rush of adrenaline, the sharpness of their love pulsed in the center of their intertwined hands, illuminating the darkness that surrounded them. The world around them exploded with brilliant colors as they stepped forward, embracing the overwhelming energy that coursed through them. Lucia's voice faded as they emerged from the shadows, the chaotic visuals recalibrating into a tapestry of endless possibilities. The city of freedom reappeared, bright and inviting, radiating warmth and hope. As they broke free from the hold of the shadows, they found themselves standing together in a lush field, the moon casting soft light upon their faces as if bestowing blessings upon them. "Did you see that?" Kiki whispered, her breath warm against Bea's cheek. "I did," Bea replied, heart racing. "It means we have to fight for our dreams. For each other. Then we will," Kiki declared, determination radiating off her. "Together, we'll face everything. No more hiding." As the night deepened, the two girls stood intertwined, unafraid of the future, filled with hope and love. They faced the unknown, armed with the knowledge that their journey together was only beginning, and that their bond was strong enough to weather any storm. In the glow of the moonlight, they made a vow to follow their hearts, no matter how winding the path might be. They would chase their dreams and uncover the truth together, standing side by side. "Let's not waste any time," Kiki said, eyes sparkling with excitement. "We'll start tomorrow." "Tomorrow," Bea echoed, her heart swelling with promise. As they walked back through the woods, hand in hand, laughter filled the air, underscoring the love that intertwined their souls forever. The journey ahead was uncertain, but together they felt invincible. Their story was far from over, with every flicker of the moon above whispering secrets of their future, carved in the stars, a tale waiting to unfold under the watchful gaze of the universe. The next morning arrived with a golden glow, the sun spilling warmth over the sleepy town as Bea and Kiki gathered at the little cafe on Main Street, their favorite spot. Bea sat across from Kiki, both girls still buzzing with excitement from the night before. "Can you believe we actually did that?" Kiki exclaimed, stirring her coffee absently. Her hazel eyes sparkled like the sunlight streaming through the cafe window. "We faced our fears." "It feels surreal," Bea agreed, her heart fluttering with the remnants of the magical night. "But I can't shake the feeling that the journey has just begun." "Exactly. We'll take it step by step," Kiki encouraged, leaning in closer. "So, what's our first step? You said you wanted to explore art more. Maybe we can find a class or workshop to join." Bea's heart swelled at the thought of pursuing her passion, especially with Kiki by her side. "You know, there's that community center that offers art classes. I could look into that," she said thoughtfully. "Perfect. I want to try everything, painting, pottery, even dance." Kiki chirped, full of enthusiasm. "We'll make a whole artistic journey out of it." As they brainstormed over their coffee, the cafe's cozy ambience buzzed with the chatter of community members. But despite the familiar setting, an air of courage surrounded them. They were embarking on their own adventure, shaped by their passions and the unspoken bond growing deeper between them. Later that afternoon, they strolled through the town square, Kiki's excitement infectious as she pointed out a colorful street fair setup on the sidewalks, food stalls, artists' displays, and performers engaging the crowds. "Look at that!" Kiki exclaimed, tugging Bea toward a booth where a muralist painted a breathtaking landscape. "We should talk to them. Maybe they know where we can get resources for classes or even some mentorship." Bea nodded, her nerves tingling. "Okay, let's do it." They approached the artist, a lively woman with bright pink hair and paint-splattered clothes. She welcomed them with a radiant smile, and they soon lost themselves in conversation, sharing their dreams and aspirations. "I love seeing young artists with fire in their hearts," the muralist gushed. "I teach weekend workshops. If you're interested, I can help you find your style. It's all about discovering what makes your soul sing." Kiki turned to Bea, her face aglow. "This is it. We need to sign up." "Yes. I'd love that," Bea replied, excitement bubbling in her chest. They exchanged contact information, and before long, they were signed up for an upcoming workshop. As they left the booth, Bea felt a rush of exhilaration. "This is exactly what I needed, a way to express myself," she said, her heart racing. "See? I told you stepping outside your comfort zone would feel amazing," Kiki added, grabbing BEA's hand. "Just look at us now." As they wandered through the fair, BEA couldn't help but steal glances at Kiki, who radiated joy. The vibrant colors, the music mingling in the air, it all felt magical. Suddenly, Kiki stopped in her tracks, a spark of intrigue lighting her eyes. "Look," she exclaimed, pointing to a stage where a group of dancers captivated the crowd. "Let's try that. Just imagine us tearing it up on stage under the moonlight." BEA laughed, shaking her head. "Kiki, you know I can hardly dance. I'd probably trip over my own feet." "Not if you just follow the rhythm," Kiki teased, whipping around and moving her feet in an impromptu dance. She spun gracefully, her colorful dress flowing like petals in the wind as she moved. BEA felt her heart swell at the sight. There was something beautifully magnetic about Kiki when she let go of inhibition, and BEA longed to join her. Suddenly fueled by courage, BEA stepped forward and began to mirror Kiki's movements. "Okay, fine, I give in. But only because I don't want you to embarrass yourself alone," she joked, feeling a new sense of freedom sweeping over her. The two girls danced together, laughing and teasing one another as they embraced the spontaneity of the moment. The world around them faded, becoming a blur as they lost themselves in the music that echoed from the stage. In that moment, surrounded by laughter and unstoppable joy, BEA felt a shift within her, the weight of hidden feelings lightened as she moved with Kiki. Each step brought them closer, not just physically but emotionally as well. After their impromptu performance, they collapsed onto a nearby bench, breathless from laughter and excitement. BEA leaned back, letting the sunlight wash over her. "Best day ever," Kiki declared, her cheeks flushed with exhilaration. "Can you believe we're actually doing this?" "Honestly, no. But I wouldn't trade it for anything," BEA replied, her heart swelling at the thought of their shared journey. The afternoon wore on, and as dusk approached, they spotted a local band setting up for an evening performance. The air buzzed with anticipation, and Kiki's eyes gleamed with curiosity. "Let's stay for the concert. We can grab some snacks and enjoy the music," she suggested. BEA nodded in agreement. "Sounds perfect. And we can even set up a blanket and have a little picnic." They quickly grabbed popcorn and drinks from a nearby vendor and found a cozy spot on the grass. The crowd started to gather, and soon the band began to play, filling the air with infectious energy. As the sun sank lower, streaks of orange and pink painted the sky, and the first notes of the music began to pulse through BEA's body. Kiki danced on the grass, her laughter ringing like music itself. BEA watched, captivated by Kiki's infectious spirit and natural grace. "Come on, BEA. Dance with me," Kiki called, her voice a melody that harmonized with the music surrounding them. BEA's heart raced at the invitation. "I'm not a dancer," she called back, but there was a soft grin playing on her lips. "Neither am I. But it doesn't matter. Just feel the beat and let go," Kiki insisted, her hands reaching out to pull BEA into the dance. With a mix of nerves and excitement, BEA joined her, moving awkwardly at first but slowly surrendering to the rhythm. As they danced together, BEA felt the world fall away again, the reverberation of the music and the warmth of Kiki's hand in hers igniting something deep within her. At that moment, the universe shifted, and the connection deepened, breathing life into the words that had been unspoken for far too long. Under the stars, illuminated by the music and moonlight, BEA found herself lost in Kiki's eyes, each twinkle reflecting the bond they shared. They twirled and spun, laughter rising like the notes from the band, and the world around them transformed into a canvas painted with joy and freedom. Then, as the music swelled, Kiki stepped closer, their faces just inches apart. BA, she breathed, searching BA's eyes for understanding. Yes. BA replied, her heart racing, the moment so ripe with potential she could almost taste it. I think I really like you, Kiki confessed, vulnerability flickering in her hazel gaze. More than just as friends. The words enveloped BA like a warm embrace, and for a moment, time stopped. I like you too, Kiki. So much more than just friends, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. The admission hung in the air like a gentle breeze, laden with hope and promise. Kiki's face broke into a bright smile, relief washing over her features. Then let's be more, Kiki said, her voice steady yet filled with excitement. Let's be brave and love each other, vulnerable and bold, just like we were last night. Yes, BA whispered, her heart swelling as she reached up to cup Kiki's cheek. Their lips met softly, a tentative exploration that quickly ignited into something more, their kiss melding laughter, newfound freedom, and uncontained joy into a single moment. As they pulled apart, both breathless and giddy, the world around them faded again, the music echoing into the night as they embraced their truth, two girls lost in the moonlight, ready to dance through whatever came next. Their hearts intertwined like the vines of blooming flowers around them, they stepped forward with courage, hand in hand, prepared to embrace everything this unfolding adventure had to offer. The past was behind them, the future was shining like the stars above, promising endless possibilities of love and creativity. And together, they would discover every whisper in the moonlight. The night continued to unfold around BA and Kiki, music swirling in the air like whispers of sweet secrets shared only between friends and those searching for something more. The warmth of their kiss lingered in the cool night air, intertwining with the electric energy flashing between them. Did you feel that? Kiki breathed, her cheeks still flushed from their moment beneath the stars. Absolutely, BA replied, her heart racing. It was like everything clicked into place. It felt surreal to have finally voiced what had been bubbling beneath the surface for so long, yet the joy that sprung up in her chest made it all worth it. Let's not lose this moment, Kiki said, her eyes sparkling with determination. The summer solstice is just around the corner. We should plan something special, like a night under the stars with all our friends. We can do a bonfire, dance, and invite everyone. It'll be like our declaration of freedom. BA felt an overwhelming swell of excitement. That sounds incredible. We can share our creativity, art, music, whatever we want. Just us, surrounded by the people who care. Yes. Kiki exclaimed, her enthusiasm infectious. We'll make it magical, like a festival of our own. Just think about it, the stars, the moon, our friends celebrating us. As the concert rolled on, they made plans, brainstorming ideas while caught in a whirlwind of creativity. They discussed decorations, music playlists, food, and important details that would make the celebration personal, each passing moment deepening their bond. Let's do a talent showcase, Kiki suggested, her eyes alight with possibilities. Everyone can share something. You can show off some of your art. I'll perform something, too. We'll make it a night of discovery. Are you sure anyone would want to see my art? BA asked, the familiar pang of self-doubt creeping in. What if they don't like it? Stop that, Kiki said firmly, squeezing BA's hand. Your art is beautiful. You just have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. This is about us being our true selves. BA felt overwhelmed with warmth at Kiki's reassurance. Okay. I'll do it, she giggled, caught in the buzz of possibilities. Perfect. And I'll dance, Kiki added, her body swaying even as she sat, practically vibrating with excitement. It's settled. We have to start planning now. As the night wore on, they continued making plans, each suggestion leading to more laughter, more ideas, and moments where their hands brushed against each other, sending electric shocks of anticipation shooting through BA. With every passing moment, the space between them seemed to shrink, drawing them closer in the tender ways only young love could. Eventually, the concert ended, and the last notes echoed, turning into applause as the crowd erupted in cheers. The sky had darkened, and the twinkling stars now peeked through the fabric of the night, inviting them to join in the celebrations. As they left the fair, Kiki insisted they take a detour to the nearby park, where a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, filling the space with the sweet sound of nature. The park was quiet save for the distant hum of the evening festivities. "Let's sit for a moment," Kiki suggested, leading BA to a secluded spot beneath a grand oak tree. Moonlight streamed through the branches, casting a soft glow around them. "I can't believe how much has changed in just a few days," BA mused, her heart racing with a combination of excitement and nervousness. "I feel like everything is falling into place." Kiki shifted closer, resting her head on BA's shoulder. "It's because we're finally allowing ourselves to be who we are, together," she murmured, her voice soft. "No more hiding." Under the moonlit canopy of leaves, BA felt a tender warmth envelop them. "Kiki, I want you to know how much your support means to me. I've never felt like I could truly be myself until now." Kiki lifted her head, looking BA directly in the eye, sincerity reflecting in her gaze. "You deserve to express who you are, BA. Your creativity is beautiful, and I want to see you flourish, just like you help me flourish." With their eyes locked, BA could feel the energy swirling between them, a connection so strong it was almost tangible. In that moment, she knew they were meant to explore not only their identity but also the love that blossomed so beautifully between them. "Kiki," BA began, her voice barely above a whisper, "I think we're on the verge of something wonderful. But it's also a little scary." "I know. Everything is unknown territory," Kiki admitted, her gaze dropping for a moment before turning back to BA. "But we can hold each other's hands as we walk through it. I trust you, and I trust us." Emboldened by Kiki's words, BA took a deep breath. "Will you promise me something?" "Anything," Kiki replied earnestly. "Promise that no matter how things change or how amazing or difficult our journey becomes, we'll always be honest with each other. Like, with everything." "Promise," Kiki beamed, her eyes dancing with conviction. "And I'll offer you the same. No more holding back. We dive in together, okay?" "Okay," BA smiled, the warmth of Kiki's words flooding her heart. "Together." With their promises echoing in the night, BA leaned closer, and before she could second-guess herself, she kissed Kiki again, deep and tender, igniting every nerve in her body. The kiss felt like a vow that they would face the unpredictable future side by side. Suddenly, laughter broke through the serene atmosphere as a group of teens strolled into the nearby clearing, sparking the mood with loud chatter. Kiki reluctantly pulled away, though their hands remained intertwined. "Looks like we're not alone anymore." Kiki giggled, her laughter echoing with lightness. "Just our luck," BA replied with a chuckle, still slightly dazed by their moment. The thrill of kissing her best friend lingered in the air, but BA felt something else too, joy, hope, and a confidence that had blossomed overnight. "Hey, Kiki," BA called Ryan, one of their classmates. "You guys joined us. We're doing a late-night hangout by the pond. Come on." Kiki's face lit up as she practically bounced to her feet. "We're coming," she shouted, pulling BA up with her. The energy of the impending celebration ignited their spirits, drawing them into the thrumming excitement of the night. As they followed their friends, BA felt the mingling of laughter and music filling the air, a delicious contrast to the quiet intimacy they had just shared. The world felt alive with possibilities, a vibrant color palette ready to unfurl and be expressed. They approached a small group gathering by the pond, where laughter and music intertwined with the rustling of leaves. Fireflies danced like tiny stars, illuminating the space around them, and BA felt the vastness of the universe reflected in the twinkling of their friends' eyes. Kiki turned to BA, her smile broad and unapologetic. "Are you ready for this party?" "Absolutely," BA replied, her heart soaring as she caught a glimpse of what lay ahead, the joy of friendship, creativity, and the love that now anchored her amidst it all. The night would unfurl like the petals of a flower, each moment an opportunity for laughter and discovery. Together, they embarked on the next part of their journey, carrying within them the whispers of the moonlight and the promise of the future. As they joined their friends, BA held Kiki's hand tighter, a silent promise echoing between them. Together, they would create a tapestry of memories, adventures, and cherished love under the glow of the stars. At that moment, all uncertainties faded, they were exactly where they were meant to be.